Man. Okay, I believe we are slowly capable to start now. Just give me a moment. Let me just really quickly, do all those things and we should be done. Okay, let me just, send some links this instant and everything should be in its place. So yeah, I believe that should be, yeah, definitely. Let's just slowly go through everything. Okay, that here. And here. Okay, I think we are on the mission. And okay, I guess we can go with it. Bro, imagine. Okay, but yeah, I've actually, I think I finished everything for now. Alright, let's just let everyone. Hi Zaga, got over here, how are you hoping how's going? I turned up the volume because thought you were quiet. Bro. Okay. Hi Tata, got over here, how are you hoping how's going? Welcome back. Sorry Zaga. It had to be a jump scare, wasn't it? You fell for my trap. Alright, let me just quickly get into things and I think we should be done. Yeah, okay. So generally this is what we are going for. Sonic attack, yes, exactly. They call me Black Bolt, or however this Marvel hero was that was using those powers. Anyway. Thank you, Tata. Thank you. Yeah. So basically, here are things that we have to do. We have to complete Piper. Like, this is what I want. And then, like, make some corrections. So, like, we are going to first finish all of those, like, different things going on generally. And basically, we'll be able to enlarge things, shorten things, yada yada yada. So basically I have to. Hey, that's so cool, Tada. That's cool. That's so cool. There's a link in the description for our Discord community. You can join there too. So actually, I am thinking about a couple things. Fuck. So basically, wait. Why the music is not playing? Wait. There we go. So basically, I did start to work on my Patreon site, and generally, I think we are going to work slowly through things. Basically, I'm not sure about Patreon. I guess it's going to be good enough because I'll be able to also sell things right there and make like collections and stuff. So like I guess that's that. Of course, the main idea is the same, like $1 a month as Ko-Fi, so that's that. If someone is interested, Davis OnlyFans, yeah. Imagine. Would you want to see it? JK. Nah, I'm playing. But for real though. Nah, I'm playing. Where am I? Okay. Let's get to work on her work pants. Working pants? Are her pants working? On the last stream we've actually had like a lot of things we are doing. Like we've done like, I think we finished almost entire Piper on the last stream. Like today we don't really have much to work on. Feed people would be disappointed. Viroid just slapped like 5 to 6 polygons there. But you can draw things. Bro. Imagine, yeah. I mean, there are art-only fans, which are like Patreons, so, you know, you have NSFW everywhere, and sites are not doing anything about it because this is like one of their main source of income too. Like not only people's source of income, but also those sites are using it as a source of income, so that's kinda sad. You can take a virtual date with Davis in VR chat for $500. Bro. Imagine. I'm so bad at dating though, I don't know how to date. How do you date? I've never been on a date though, really. Imagine. Who wants a virtual date with Davis? That's the neat part. If it's not you who wants to date, it doesn't matter, you don't know what to do. Actually, yeah. Oh yeah, because that's like, they are inviting me to a date. Yeah, that makes sense. Bro. Sometimes I regret certain friends, to be fair. Today my friend sent me like question, what can be the worst thing that can happen possibly? Like absolutely, no matter what. Like just the worst thing. Imagine you are on a date, everything goes well, etc. and like you know, she takes you to her place or you take her to your place, whatever, and like, you know, back in the days made some stuff for VR chat too. That's another cesspit of degeneracy. Yeah, there is, like, people are going like all the way with things on there. I imagine you get a date and it's in MMDDYYY format, bro. Imagine. Okay, we've finished her pants. And what's next? Not sure. Oh yeah, maybe we should draw her arms, like, you know, just so she wouldn't look like an amputee because she's not one. Actually, at a certain point I was thinking, like, when I'm going to draw Pokemons as humans, right? Do you think that Pokemons that don't have, for example, legs should be characters without legs? So, like, for example, Chandelure will have no legs, right? Because it has only arms. Or, for example, I don't know, let's say you have those Pokemons that have no arms but have like just legs generally. Should I also draw them without arms? And Machamp should have 4 arms. It does have 4 arms actually, thank you. Like Ledian have 4 arms. On the last stream from Pokemons I've done, we've actually had a Ledian. No, it wasn't Ledian. Yeah, here, see? Ledian, and it has 4 arms. I mean the human version, yeah. Ledian in the human. Oh right, yeah. We did it. I didn't see any issue with that. What about wings? To be fair, I'm not sure. And nails, yeah. Why do you want nails so much? No. Nails? Oh, tails. Bro, I can't read. I can't read. What happens to me? For real though. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Okay, so before I'll draw her arms, I'm going to get this done. So like I want this to be bigger in the first place. So there will be some transforming needed. Because I want her pelvis to like to extend towards us, right? So the legs should be bigger and her arm is going to go like under there, if that makes sense. Like next to her leg, generally, just so it would be known. I think, yeah, no, it should work like this. I just have to change things later over here. Does that look good? I mean, it looks better. Yeah, that. And I just have to like get this thing like assorted here, because that's a-okay. Huh? Ah, right. Welcome back, welcome back. Okay. Yeah, that works. Most definitely it works. Okay. So now we'll have to finish her arms. Actually. Oh, by the way. No. Your drawing is so beautiful. Thank you, thank you. I'm learning it. R is R, U is U. That vision logo is a mouth with a tongue. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Funny little character. It has two eyes in the top icon. I was checking out that WTF is that green polar bear tab. Bro. So you're on Vision, huh? My cat is playing now, lol. Hey, so cool. So cute. Okay. So you are at the Vision, huh? Is there like a particular thing you wanna do on Vision? Checked out your profile earlier. I see, I see. Are you interested in my wares? Man. Let me see if I can pull off rest of her arm like this. I should be able to. Okay. So to be fair, I'm hyped for one thing. I've bought a canvas, like a set of very like flat canvases, and I want to paint something. It's not taking long to paint, actually, at least for me. But I haven't done that in a while. I just want to like test things out. I have a life-size genetically engineered area. Bro. In a maid outfit. Because theoretically I could actually do that. Like, maybe not genetically engineered, but like I could make a statue of some sort of like quote-unquote statue, like fully like bendable figurine life-size. Body pillow. Bruh. Imagine. So I've played a little bit of Zenless on Zero today, a little bit more. And I have just couple side quests now. I don't have much else to do to get the free summoning currency. We will see, maybe something will unlock. I've noticed that there are certain quests that need certain levels to unlock. So now I'm level 46, like account levels. I'm now at level 46. I'm trying to get level 50 because I want my characters to be able to be like, you know, upgraded to level 60, right? Because that's when you can actually upgrade them to level 60. And I've got already a team that I want to go for. Not sure actually which kind of team I want to go for, because I want to build my team around Piper. And generally I have options, because I can build one team around just the, like, you know, pure damage. So like very certain type, only one certain type of characters. So like there are like electrical there are like electric type characters, fire type of characters, freeze type characters, and azult type characters, right? And ether type character. But I want I might go for like azult type characters, because Piper herself is azult type character. Or I can make the free-to-play Piper set, because that requires Piper, Anby, and Chloe? Not Chloe. Who was it? Nicole. Yeah, it was Nicole. You know, the character that I've literally got like 3 dupes in a row in 3 different, like back to back to back in 3 different multiples. So we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually pull Burnice. I'm not sure if I have enough time for it. We'll see how much I'll be able to actually bring. I've also played some Dragon Ball not Fighter Z, sorry. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Of course. And man, I'm slowly going with the stories. I've got too good at this game. Because now I'm getting, like, I've got the... First I've got the Cells side story, and I had to actually lower the difficulty level to minimum to actually, you know, force the game to operate only on the basic stories and not the side stories. And I think this is what I'm going to do, like just zoom through the original stories and just play all the battles on harder difficulty, that is on the normal one, just to get the thing. Also, I think in this section, I think I should make her hairs flow, because she's like being pulled, right? She's like almost falling down, so gravity, of course, generally physics, right, would make this general thing would make her hairs go like this instead of like this, because that makes no sense. Hairs are flowing in the wind, but like over here those are like pulled in. I can make something like this. Yeah, that makes sense now. Let me see now, and something like that, just to have the section done. Yeah. And now it's going to look like as if this hand is patting down her hairs. That's going to be good. Okay. Sometimes it's very difficult for me to get, like, you know, all the like interactions with objects right and stuff. Like, I don't know. This is why using references is good, but yeah, Wait. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to sit down and work on the project still. Today I've took like a little bit of a, calm down time with the project just to refresh my mind, because now I'm going to have some more difficult parts to pull off, or rather to learn. I just want to see how things are going to work, and we'll see which part. Placing the bones and make things move. So like making the animations and stuff with the 2D bones, basically. You don't necessarily need bones, but like I would have to animate everything manually like this, and bones might be actually a bit better in this case. Really depends on the use case. So I want like make animations that later on are going to have like swappable textures, just so I could like exchange it with different characters. I think making it with bones is going to be the best part, isn't it? Even though that's going to be such a pain in the neck to operate on, I think that is going to be the go for. So yeah, we'll see. Actually, right after the stream, I might take a moment. If you're doing by the documentation in the left side menu, there is the method for simple cutout animation without mesh deforming. I will need mesh deforming. Like trying to make quote-unquote jiggle physics, but I'm not sure how I can do it with gravity. Quote-unquote jiggle physics, right? Like for hairs and stuff. For women's around breast area, you know, for example. Jiggle does not work with gravity, it works with movement. Okay. That will still work. You can add physics bone too, which is affected by gravity, but it's complicated. But it complicates stuff. So, like for now, let's do it without physics, I guess, and I'm just going to, let's say, make something rather easier. But still, I'll need the bones to work. To like, and you know, the deformation to like just make some sort of at least illusion of it, right? Because I want to see how things are going to go. I have yet to figure out how this special stuff works too, yeah. So you don't know that it already managed to do the inverse kinematics? Wait, did you? So cool. Man. I made to even like make the project in Godot. I didn't even have a project made in Godot for it. Yeah, like I didn't even start like importing stuff into, you know, importing the objects into the thing. It's completely like out of everything. Actually, for the background checkers, I might make like somewhere here. It's easier to learn by doing it, yeah, I know. It's just, you know, today, like yesterday, I finished making like the skelly that I would like base my bones off of. And like finished updating all the graphics that I've done because I've like reminded myself that I didn't really save the proper images, but the older ones. So not to do things. I've just made stuff as it's supposed to and just that's left, right? And today I had no possibility to do much. And I'm just, you know, streaming now, right? So after the stream I'm most likely going to sit down, probably just play a little bit something just to keep things, you know, keep the clearance of my mind and go for it anyway. Shouldn't be really that difficult to just sit down and start importing things in the first place, just to have some sort of like graphics, right? That's that generally, or rather that's the general idea. But yeah, it's easier to learn by doing something, so we'll see, maybe I'm going to also sit down and try to learn some more, like start learning C# through that, while I'm also going to learn C# through the book. We'll see, not sure which is going to be easier, but like for sure, like having maybe more sources of learning is going to be better than having no sources of learning, or at least doing something to learn is going to be better than not learning and just talking about it, because so far I've been only talking about it. We'll see also, because like, you know, I've got the laptop to learn how to code, etc. We are in peak season, so it might be a bit difficult to learn how to code, but actually I've managed to turn on the laptop, charge it a little, and like install everything, so I've got even the Discord there, so I just need to send myself the ebook and we will be Gucci. I'll have everything I need, because over there there's only a couple things. There's Visual Studio, there's Brave, and Discord. There's nothing else there. And literally I'm just going to get the PDF of the book and I'm just going to focus on that. Because otherwise I just don't see any purpose to like... I just don't see it with like, you know, learning and stuff, because that's, you know, it'll be such a pain to do anything, really. I just have to start doing at least one thing. God damn it. It shouldn't be that difficult to take care of it. Okay. I'm not sure if I didn't do it too big. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, surprisingly. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Zega. I suck at getting motivated, but I've done so much already. I don't want to, like, you know, just start overthinking it and, you know, unnecessarily do something stupid. And I just want to keep going on it since I've already started. Making games was one of my goals. Like, if I'll make a game, that's already fulfilled goal for this year, one of them. Second goal that I've managed to pull off is learning my own anime style, and that's it. Okay, that should work. And I need now her hand. Which is going to be in gloves. Anyway, did you progress at things yourself, Zaga? I don't know. Like, this forearm actually makes me... No, I had some work to do today. I see. So we, like, kind of had the same issue. SS jobs came in, yeah. Gotcha. So, like, we've had kind of the same thing going on. Like, I mean, with the productivity things, we just didn't took care of them. Too bad. Well, you know, it's not going to, like, run away or anything like this. Okay, I actually did her hand too big, her arm too big. Jesus. Let's move it up to, like, I don't know, here. Here. Okay. I still have lots of it left. Won't be able to do the project in the days, I see. I see. Like, me personally, I can, like, at least take care on it later. I am not sure about, like, how it's going to go because, you know, I'm starting night shift, so I might also have, like, clogged schedule for a while. but we'll see. I've actually finished one of the illustrations for the project, for the other project too. Today actually. It's a third one. Need to produce security report by tomorrow morning, damn. Are you taking care of it right now? Kinda. Hope I'm not actually making it difficult for you to focus. Querying is almost a terabyte of logs. This is not the fastest thing, yeah. I can imagine. So I'm kinda waiting for it to finish. I see. I have to dig into my cell phone logs too, just to prove boss guy wrong. Bro. Are you serious? I mean... Well, good luck. It's going... I know that it might be a bit of a hell too. Let me know if you will need someone to like chill out too, actually. I have recordings of every of my phone calls for the last 6 years for similar reasons. Man. Okay, I think I've finished her goal. Alright, so we've finished Piper, which is really crazy because she looks nice. I really like how I've made her. Patting myself on the back, good job. I think those cars that she has here could be bigger. There we go. Like this. And this one too. I just want, to be fair, I'm kind of wondering what the boss guy fucked up again. Because to be fair, I hate people that are telling one thing and later on are saying that they've had something else. I've actually did that so many different times. I've also like made, I think one of the team leaders received a note because of my feedback from his manager, so that was funny. It's more like something happened 2 years ago and he doesn't remember. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, you can send him a reminder, a polite nudge. We always, at our office, we always have those like jokes like, tell him politely to fuck off, for example. It was like, oh boss, this dude wants like 5 more vehicles. Tell him politely to fuck off. Man, the funniest shit I've ever seen. Thank you for your cooperation. See you next time. Yes. Man, I've once typed to my coworker like an email, right? And it was like at the bottom of it, instead of like warm regards, right? I've typed in warm regards. Sir, please comply with the evacuation strategy or I will be forced to utilize countermeasures. Man. I remember once I've actually like had an argument with the dude that is like one place higher than me, and generally like sounds like something an AI would write. Yeah. For sure, for real though. So for real though, but here's the thing. So it was like about one thing, like I was telling him that we are going to like I'm not sure what was it about. It was like a very risky decision he picked, and I told him that most likely it's not going to work out and everything will go fuck itself, right? But he was like, you know, very like very sure that his brilliant idea is going to work perfectly, etc. And like I was, you know, it was like it was an argument but heated conversation, right? So like one was like talking over another one, and like I showed him data. I told him like, dude, look, this is the data, right? And look at the data around those days. Those are the days where similar thing that you want to do now happened. And like, everything that day was like fucked up in several different places, and generally like he disregarded all those data and said like this time is going to be different. Why? What's so different between today and those days, right? Like nothing. And he literally, like, you know, he still did his thing, and on the very next day he walks in, like you can see he's mad because he got like conversation from the boss, and like he used a too direct approach. I've showed him the data. This is how I work. This is how he knows I work. I've showed him the evidence of that directly proved him wrong, and he still disregarded the thing, and it still appeared that I was right. You know, I mean, later on we've just turned it into a joke, but like the thing was like, never disregard my data, dude. Kind of thing. Hi Skylar, got over here, how are you? Hoping how's going? Like, we have this weird office thing. Something's not right with the drawing. Are you pulling the approach right now? Heyo Skylar, heyo, got over here, how are you? Hoping how's going? Or is something actually wrong with the drawing? Wait. What is wrong with the drawing? I don't see it. I can't wrap my head around where the right girl's spine is or what the angle of the torso is. Like this. It kind of goes like behind, right? Because it's going like this. It's like turning around like this. So she has like a turn move, but the issue is that I've made her like... Can you overlay the two? Is it okay? You know that I don't see things. Is the angle of the boobas alright? No, it's not. It's definitely not. It's one of the things I wanted to correct. Because like, in the previous version, you can see that there's supposed to be the arm, right? But I've changed the arm's positioning, so now I have to change the boots position too. Best movie ever. So, Skylar, tell me a little bit more about the movie, actually, because I'm really hyped. So yeah, because like previously, like her Burnice is, because this is Burnice, right? This is Burnice. Burnice's like chest would be like lifted by Piper's arm, right? But now I have to change things, like reconstruct her like chest area generally, and like change the sizes of couple things. Like for example, I need this entire chunk to be bigger and actually go a little bit more behind the body because it's now going to be more like fluctuant, right? But you can also see that we have the really cool triangular composition. I really love it. Yeah, I really like it. Over here I want to have a bamboo that is going to stand like, you know, wait. It's going to stand and looking up, and there's going to be a axe of Piper's axe like falling down, and the bamboo will be trying to catch it. I've drew Among Us actually, sorry for that. Sometimes I just try to pick up the positions of draw characters to see if it's possible. I mean, it is helping, like you can understand your own body. Sometimes though there are like things that are, how to say this? Sometimes you just have moments where whatever you are drawing is going to have way more messed up proportions, where I'm limited but possible, yeah. Yeah, like for example, you are not stretchy enough or something. But also sometimes artists are using this artists are doing this, that they are like generally like over expressing positions and facial expressions just for the in specific styles, like for example in anime, right? So you can have in anime like very like expressive poses that don't necessarily have to be realistic. Some very dynamic stuff, breaking a lot of rules and still looking good and believable, yeah. Exactly, so this is more or less how the thing is going. Exactly. Hi Augustine, got over here, how are you? Hope how's going? So yeah, we have Piper finished, so I have to now like enlarge the Burnice's rear to cover a little bit more. Or is it actually good? I think like the torso is a bit too much, because it's supposed to be like a it actually is supposed to be some sort of a foreshortening, right? So if the body is going to be foreshortened, her rear is supposed to actually cover more of her torso. So actually it's supposed to be like this and larger like this. So now we see that she's like in front of her, but I need to make one trick. Bigger panty flash, yes. Yeah, no. Like this. Because now I can just take those and erase them. Yes, we've worked on it, but it's all about like changing stuff and make things work, right? Right. So it doesn't matter if we've worked on it like a lot or something, it's if it's for better, then it's for better. It has to be. I have to actually rework all those things for real. Such a pain, man. I'm still wondering about the sheen, like coming right here, for example, of her leg. to show that she's like, you know, jumping, right? Let me get the Burnice's thing. Actually, I'm thinking about making like, you know, anime booba physics generally. But I'm not sure if it's going to work. Because this is more or less how it's supposed to work. To look like originally, or rather properly. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. Depends if it's natural, yeah. I mean, her breasts are actually kind of looking unnatural. They are like standing. They're like really pushed up. But it doesn't look like she has push-up bra. Remember on holiday seeing women on the beach lying on their backs and was standing up like sandcastles, so weird. Yeah, those are fake ones. Definitely, yeah. I finally feeling anesthetic too, yeah. That doesn't look cool, that doesn't look nice. It's quite... I also find it like... meh. Like, to be fair, I like generally, you know, women's natural beauty. Like, I don't really care about like things like weight and stuff, like, you know, it's just... Like, for me, always love's supposed to be in the first place. If you love the girl, it doesn't matter. Like, the look is going to pass on with the freaking age. So, like, you have to pick someone you are going to love, because sooner or later, both of you are just going to be old and, you know, looking differently. Seeing a girl with filled lips or big fake lashes insta reminds me of porn stars. Kinda. I mean, it also depends. Like, for example, like I think it's also like generational. Like, from my generations, I already seen like a lot of different things. So for me, it's really needed a lot to like assign something like this. Yeah, generally that's like something you meet mostly there. meh. Anyway, but yeah, it's like that generally. Like, you know, of course, for example, the relationship is going to have ups and downs, right? Of course, there are going to be weaker moments in the family. Of course, there are going to be issues, but like, just stay faithful, tell the truth, you know, like, just love each other. That's like general thing. How I see the ideal, you know, ideal relationship supposed to be. Just don't mind things, because like physical things like beauty is going to pass on. Really, you're not going to have that later on. So it's not like, you know, guys supposed to just sit down and like look after younger and younger and younger women just because the older ones are getting, you know, wrinkled up and stuff. It's the matter of time, yeah. Of course, after a certain time, you also are not going to experience those like butterflies in the stomach as you have at the start of the relationship. It's just like you have to learn how to live with someone who's not like the general family. You have to learn how to treat someone as a part of a family generally, just to keep everything in like, just to keep your own family. If we can grow teeth back, it won't be much time till they do something with the beauty industry. There is a lot of money in it. Yeah, that's true. There's a guy who's apparently like injecting himself. I'm not sure. I think he's either injecting himself or he's drinking blood of his son. And apparently he like got younger and reduced the speed of his age. Like apparently like he lost his some of his wrinkles, because like the guy was like, has like what, 16-year-old son or something like that. Isn't this a conspiracy connected to Epstein? Not sure. I have absolutely no idea. There was just a guy that was like drinking blood of his son, I think. I just read about this. I'm not sure about like any conspiracies or anything like this. Like they were making like, you know, interviews with him and stuff, you know. That's like literally the only thing I knew. There was something about purchasing children from poor countries and keeping them for their blood and for other things later. No, I don't think it's connected. Like he just had a son, right? And dude was like trying to figure out how he can like, you know, live longer. So he started to like drain blood out of his son. And I'm not like sure of the detail how he's like getting the blood into him. He's either drinking it or like injecting it into himself, and that's that. Like son is understands seems to understand this whole thing, etc. And the dude was like saying that he's taking like, you know, physical tests, etc. It has to be injected. Drinking it does nothing. I mean, I believe you can get hemophilia from that. Not sure. It's like actually like really this like body destroying thing. I think it was injected though. So generally the idea is why we are growing older, and like the thing was that like the longer we live, the more oxygen we are absorbing into ourselves. Hemolysis? I think so, yeah. Yeah, it might be that. So philias are the other thing. Man, yeah, probably. So generally the thing is that he's like taking his like physical and blood works, etc., and like the general theory is that like the longer we live, the more oxygen we are getting. So our blood is like full of oxygen, right? And oxygen is actually destroying us from the inside. It's like causing the things to get older, for example, but we needed to live. So his idea was to like start like get a blood that doesn't have that much oxygen in it, and like apparently he like slowed down the process of getting older, and like even brought some stuff back. Nah, it's BS. We get older because our chromosomes are losing their buffer capacity. Fair. Yeah. Generally does that. That's how gray hair comes and wrinkles, yeah. And to be fair, it's like really weird thing going on. I'm also calling this bullshit, but like it's weird that his son, now adult, injecting new blood and the DNA with it, it may help. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, because like the younger DNA, right? And since it's literally the same thing, imagine like, so generally they've came up with an idea that you can actually make meat out of plants, or even like generate blood. For example, imagine you can like people will be able to start generating younger blood for themselves and like inject the younger DNA into their bodies, and like every, let's say, 2 years they're like flushing out the like whole blood out of their system and throwing in the new way younger DNA, or cloning themselves. Yeah, exactly. I mean, generally you can clone yourself actually. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. It's been already like proven that you can like create, you can literally just like generate, clone yourself basically like that. Like they've even cloned animals and stuff. So like, if they were capable to clone animals, why they are not capable? Why they've never like went to, let's say, clone, I don't know, like all other people? But it's against the rules, man. But imagine, for real. Actually, it's weird that there are people who look exactly the same and never really heard about themselves. Like, seriously, there was once a moment where a girl like threw a balloon into the air with a letter with like address and stuff because she wanted a pen pal. So like she wanted someone to write letters to her. And generally there was a guy who like got the letter somewhat, and he actually had a neighbor with the same name, with the same age, etc. So like he went to her and like asked about it, and she said that she never really done that. So that girl wrote the letter to the original girl, right? And basically it appeared so that it's not only, you know, the same name, the same age, but also the same like amount of animals their names, the way how they look, everything. Like literally imagine a whole person, a whole life has been like cloned, literally. That's literally like a glitch in Matrix. Like straight up. Seen a guy making a photo of his friend for making an article about hipsters looking the same. Got sued by 3 to 4 different guys claiming he is using their picture. Bro. I mean, talk about fulfilling prophecy, am I right? Dude wasn't wrong. They can't even tell the difference between each other, I'm telling you. I'm wondering what I can do now. Like, I just need to take things slowly, though, to make everything work. Because, like, you know, I'm just not sure, like, what am I supposed to look at? What am I supposed to go for now, if it's all that I'm supposed to have now from the characters. Yeah, so kind of validated the article. Yeah, I had a guy in the city too and we looked the same, like 2 eggs, bro. That's so bizarre. Imagine. For real though. People always confused us, yeah. Man. I'm saying, like, this is crazy. I personally wouldn't even, like, manage to live with an idea that there's someone looking exactly like me. I would be scared that this person would fuck something off. Seeing his picture before at a photo studio, and I was wondering that why am I on the picture when I can't remember it, bro. Imagine, actually. Imagine. To be fair, I'm actually looking like my father when he was younger. Like everyone says, like straight up, 1-to-1. This is so bizarre, really. My dad cloned himself. And as I got around 18, 19 people at the bar started to call me his name, and eventually we met. Bro. Seriously? That's so crazy though. At one time, at certain like at certain perspective, I would be kinda like happy if this person would also like join stuff. And at the other hand, I would be scared that this person would do something. But the weird thing is that now we look totally different. I mean, you know, like facial hair, amount of hairs, maybe he had genes that were making him go grey faster. We look the same at 18. Huh. Weren't you probably a hipster? He got taller and bald, man. Nah, I was kinda emo. You were emo? Huh. This dude was also emo, huh? Just a little gotcha. Like, I'm still kind of a punk myself. Like, I liked wearing like really loose outfits, leather jackets. I really want like tall boots. We're called them glans. I want those too. Always wearing like cargo pants. For summer I even have like 3 like very loose, like oversized shirts, like button-up shirts, just to have something to, you know, fill out the feel. I don't know. I just like this kind of streetwear, like Green Day. It was kind of dangerous at my city to dress that way. We had some dangerous factions. I just listened to the Burnice song by ZZZ. Augustine, to be fair, I've listened to this song like 50 times today. Like, I've literally played it on a loop for like 4 hours when I was just sitting and playing and doing stuff. Straight up. I don't know why, but I can't focus on things when I don't listen to things. That's why I always have like music in the background. Because to be fair, I've noticed that even when I don't have a music in the background, set on fire. Man. Yeah, but like seriously, it's like I've noticed that when I'm not listening to music, like a bit silently in my ears, I'm having some issues with talking. So it's like I'm not sure why, but like hearing music or like generally hearing something in the background like helps me to even like articulate with things like what I want exactly, because otherwise it's like very difficult for me to do anything. I don't know why I'm having such issues with focus when it's like peaceful. I just can't do it. Maybe it's like some sort of way of like calming ADHD, but like I was never diagnosed with ADHD. I was at psychiatrist and she didn't say nothing about having an ADHD. And like I believe she would ask me about this in the first place, if I would be showing similar, like showing certain symptoms, but like it's not that. It's not that. Also, like what really helped me with like stuttering, because I used to stutter a lot, was like apparently talking really fast. I don't know why, but it's like I just learned how to talk fast and it literally like get rid of my stuttering. And maybe because it's like, you know, I have to set what I want to say in my head and then I'm just saying it all at once. But I believe it actually supposed to make it more difficult to talk generally. You can still kind of hear that I'm still stuttering a little bit every now and then, but like it used to be really darn worse. And I've never been at any specialist. Like my parents, when I was a kid, my parents knew about my problem and they never really took me to any specialist about this. So like, it's not noticeable. But yeah, the ZZZ is so good. It's so good. Probably I'm going to sit down and make some more side missions because I really, really want to get at least one more multi-summon and try to get Burnice. I need 2 multis. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to scrape enough, scrape enough currency for the second multi-summon. But I can for sure get like 1 more, right? For sure, because I have now like almost 1500, so like almost like 1.5k, because it's like 1480 something. I have now 2 missions and most likely I'm going to have like more and more missions. I hope so, because like, you know, from one person I've got like 2 stages. From another person I've got 1 stage. It's like, you know, just walking around trying to get things. I need to still like get HIA coins to max out Officer Mew Mew, because I literally need the Burnwood or Burning Wood? Burnwood? I think it's Burnwood. I need to literally only 2 missions from Burnwood to fill out the entire like Officer Mew Mew assignments. Otherwise, every single like stage is completed 100%. And the last thing that's going to be left is going to be like upgrading my characters, right? Like upgrading the characters, upgrading the equipment, getting like better statistics, you know, like this kind of thing. This is going to be the only thing that's going to be left. And making dailies. So I'm scared that I might actually not be able to get Burnice. Or maybe. No, JK, I wanted to joke that maybe someone is going to donate me $100. But like, no, don't. But you don't have to. But like, yeah. Keep gambling, yeah. I want to. Let's gambling! Ah, darn it, ah, darn it, ah, darn it. Like 3 times in a row, back to back to back, I've got dupe of Nicole. It's so bizarre, but I kinda like it. I kinda like the idea that I've got 3 dupes of Nicole, because at least I'm upgrading certain character and not have like several like slightly upgraded characters, so at least I have like some sort of like direction that I can go to. So like, you know, from dailies you can do several things actually, because you can not only get typical dailies and weeklies, but also you can still gamble, because you can get the scratch card, and from scratch card you can actually get the summoning currency. Like I've got 20 summoning currency from scratch card today. So there are like possibilities to farm, but I fear that it's not going to be enough for me to farm in so much the summoning currency to actually make it matter. Yeah, like I still have to get level 50, I'm at level 46, so like 4 more levels internet. And basically like getting my characters at level 60, making a whole team that I actually want, trying to get W engines that are going to make sense for the builds, for example. Getting discs that are going to improve certain statistics for the builds. I still have stages that I'll have to repeat because I didn't get all stars. Because there's, for example, one stage that I can't beat on time. You have to use the, you know, ice thing, right? Ice damage to destroy the barriers quickly. Because like all the enemies at that part are like protecting each other from damage. Slightly they have like a armor, right? Like they have additional like bar which is like blue to their health, and generally you have to use ice elements to actually get rid of it quickly, but I don't have a good ice element DPS. I have a support apparently, which is quite a good. I could use it to boost the damage a little bit. So yeah, that's that. I don't know. I've got grace, I've got like several different things. Also, apparently people are re-rolling their accounts. I think they're like deleting the account, making the account again and starting to play all over again just to get a character or team they want. To be fair, I've started playing Dragon Ball Legends when literally at the pre-release I've had the access to the beta of Dragon Ball Legends, and I didn't do much about it. I've got like all the characters and I've stopped playing. I came back to the game after 2 years. Do you understand that I could basically have at this point like such a situation that I would have so much the summoning currency if I would keep playing in Dragon Ball Legends that I could possibly get all the characters that are coming out, and I would have like the entire like character set that is possible there. It's so bizarre, so weird to think about it even. I hope that Nihoyo is going to make is going to make more songs. Also, I have another idea for fanart for ZZZ. There's a character, Caesar. Her name is Caesar King, generally. Like, her name is Caesar and last name is King. And basically, like, she has issues with, like, spelling and reading. Apparently, according to the lore, because, like, I've literally... she's, like, the only character on my private account that I've literally been reading all the texts. Is a music industry disguised as a game dev? Yeah, for sure. Like 100% actually. I can't believe that. They've made a banger with the Burning Desire, and I don't even listen to this kind of music. But yeah. So like I have an idea to make a fan art where she's like sitting with the proxy, which is like the main character that you can pick between male and female version. And she's like holding a kid's book, and next to there are like sheets of paper with like, you know, trying to learn how to write and stuff and read. I think that would be cute. Caesar is cute as a character. She's the bae. She's a doofus, but I like her. I really like that character. You've poured red lipstick in my white Valentino bag? Drawing stuff on paper in perspective is hard. Yeah, it is. You have to like keep in mind many different things, like for example what item should be placed on should varnish to certain line. But like what I'm usually doing is like I'm tackling things one by one. So for example, the way how you did it, right, the 3-point perspective, when I would like draw my perspectives like that, right, I would like tackle the idea that, hey, this is it, right? This is it, this is it, this is it, etc, etc, etc. And like, when I would be done with one point of the perspective, I would actually start tackling things that would varnish to another point of perspective. That's like always helping me out with things. Because to be fair, I've had a lot of issues with that too. I think I might have an illustration of that, very old one. There we go, still like when I was learning the realism anime thing. Look at this. You have like one thing, but like I've marked where are the walls, etc. Right? Same here, like what's the general idea? So basically what I've done here, and this is something I also recommend people that are going to make backgrounds. I'm also going to use this technique here because it's like the best way for me how to do that. So generally I'm like making a top-down view, like as if you would make a plan, like an architectural plan of room. Hi John, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope how's it going? So basically like I'm making like top-down view on everything, and then I'm marking where are the walls and stuff based on this, of course corrected to the points of perspective and stuff, because I can mark where the point of perspective can be, right? So that red line that you see there is like, you know, pushed in with by the way how the camera is looking, right? So of course everything is like changing and stuff, and by the end of the day you get like, you know, everything like well placed. Of course you make those red X's to know how things are going to tilt against the wall, for example. Another very important thing to do. And you can see that this actually worked, and it actually helped me. It's like generally this is supposed to look like this is supposed to be like a restaurant thing, but whatever. This is how I'm doing that. I might actually also sit down, get some reference photos from the game of the maps, try to build the structure of the map in the thing. Hi RKRB, got every here, how are you, hope has gained? So like, you know, building the structure in the mangaka, because this is really good software I have. Hi Xpac, got every here, how are you, hope has gained? So generally like building the whole structural whole thing in mangaka just to have like the entire view and stuff. Just so I could have the really nice background, add the, you know, thingy, add things in the background too. Lines get thicker when it is close, gets thinner when it's far. This is one way of making line weight, yeah. Still drawing, how you been? Doing okay, doing okay. I'm really happy because I've like made all those changes already, like made stuff and everything. So generally I'm really happy. I really like how like the bellies came out here, because actually, to be fair, you don't see me really drawing the like natural fats like that, even in realism. I really want to start doing that because like it's not like everything is going to be always the same. It's not like everything is going to be like all flat without anything. Delicious belly folds, yeah. Exactly. So like it's, even if someone is slim or have muscles, when they are like bending their torso, of course everything is going to like roll. That way you can decide which one to add more contrast. Yeah, that also works, yeah. But again, it's like very dependent on how you are making your lines. The perspective look great right now too. So yeah, I went for the triangular composition. So generally it's like a composition method where you place things in a triangle form. So you can see that it's actually working. And this is going to be really cool when it's going to be done, because you have the entirety to be like set around their heads. Like around here you get the perspective point, and it's like going through the focal points. So you see like both of the characters on the way of the perspective lines. So I'm really happy about that. Also the rule of thirds works here. So like if I cut it in thirds, right? Ta-da! You have rule of thirds also working well. And I believe I could also throw into that the golden ratio, like starting from here. Yeah, kinda. So I'm happy because I have so many different like who even are they? So this one is Piper, the one that it's like, you know, this one, right? And this is Burnice. They are characters from Zenless Zone Zero. Really cool game. Which I can't stop talking about. Burnice came out as a playable character just recently. So yeah, I can't wait to start making the background, but actually I need to like plan things out first beforehand, before like getting into it. Which is a PN Peko. But yeah, I'm really happy. I've done what I wanted to do on today's stream, like what I've had in plan. It's like Bucharita licking journal poses. Yes, I think. I don't know who is Bucharita, but yeah. Oh, I thought so. I don't even play that game and still get Burnice videos, yeah. I have to say, like, Burnice brain rot is real. Her design's hot. Ironic, isn't it? GGBA? Yeah, but like, which one? Because I know you're talking about Giorno Giovanna. But like, which one was the Bucharita though? That was the guy with the black helm hair, right? That could make those zippers, right? Zipper guy, yeah, okay, gotcha. Got you then. So to be fair, I'm just, you know, just a little bit meh today. I don't know why. Like today's day was like weird. I just didn't had no like feel to do anything really. I've played a little. I've helped my mom with the dog and stuff. I've brought out the rubbish. I've got pancakes. I'm going to eat some more pancakes. I had a tortilla, like one tortilla. Actually, now it hit me. I've had 2 coffees, a tortilla with ham and cheese, and some ketchup, and 4 pancakes, and that's what I've had through the entire day today. How the fuck am I still alive? To be fair, every gacha character has to be hot by design. Not necessarily. Hi Muichiro, got to have you here. How are you? Hope has going 9th week in uni. Still no idea what I should do. Sag, man. Learn. Bro, imagine like now people can like pick what they want to do. We can only wish for that, yeah. Like, for example, there are going to be characters that don't have to be hot. For example, can you name a non-attractive gacha character? Babidi from Dragon Ball, because of Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, and you can get him. And it's gacha. And like bunch of other characters from Dragon Ball, because not all of them are attractive. I feel like I don't need uni laptop and software study, huh? Oh, because being Dragon Ball overrides this rule. Okay, gotcha. Or other game with non-OCs. Gotcha, wait, let me check. Ugliest gacha character. Wait, gacha game. Fuck, wait. In Ark Knights, apparently Searcher's Summer skin wasn't attractive to someone. I don't know, really. Like going for the skins at this point. Chrome in Arclight. For example, I don't know, apparently people are pointing things out. I'm pretty sure it has an audience which is into, maybe. Bro, I got 10 out of 10 in Urdu orals. I don't know if I told you. No, you didn't. You've said you've had your Urdu orals, but you didn't said that you've got 10 out of 10. So you've... I hate myself. Why is it Jayon? Hello, I'm under the water. Please help me. Good nighty. Good night. Good night. Man. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. So we'll see. I've made the Patreon. And we are just going to do stuff. The boobas or whatever other people like is the whole reason people get dragged into gambling. Yeah, actually, that's fair. That's why like Nike has like very specific character sets recently. Like either you have all the ads like focused on tits, ass, or feet, or other things that people are into. Like for example, Alec had such a huge focus on breasts. Then you had that girl that was like using mostly her feet. It's a good tactic, yeah, that's really good. And one of the worst gaming communities are created, yeah. It depends, but yeah, it kind of works like this because people are starting to like argue between each other what is better, ass, tits, feet, and stuff. So yeah, it is a good tactic because people that you constantly have like a refresh of things. If I would be making a gacha game, I would probably make like 10 character each, like for specific focuses. Same with LOL characters, yeah, that's true. That's true. So basically like I would most likely do a... What is it now? I would do a 10 characters that will have like focus on certain part generally. What is gacha? Gacha generally is a genre of games where you just roll for a random character. It's like gambling, but you're trying to get a character which is called a banner character, for example. Or generally a character that you, for example, want in your team. There are like different kinds of gameplays that you can get, but like gacha is a gacha when you can summon for the character. Like Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends, and other like games where you summon characters. to make team out of. So that's like general idea. Loot box as core mechanics, yeah, kinda. Loot box with characters. Like Genshin, yeah, exactly. Genshin is a gacha. So yeah, it's very, you know, very specific. I really like those games. Sometimes I struggle because, for example, I prefer playing those games free to play, right? Because I don't want to spend my money on this. But, like, you know, general idea is that I really want to so you go broke. I mean, no, like, I don't want to spend any money on it, so I just sometimes can't summon for characters. And let's say if I can't summon for characters, I don't get like really good character. For example, I feel like I can tell Nike spoiler now. Yeah, you can. I'm not going to play it now. I'm not going to play Nike. It's like forgotten material. Rappy is Red Hood. Huh? Oh yeah, they kinda look similar. So like what, the like Rappy is playing double agent, or is Red Hood like, you know, that's why when Rappy goes beast mode her hair starts to turn to red. Huh. I see. So like, is Rappy, is it like connected to the storyline? Like is Rappy at certain point like starting to walk around and like, and has the red scarf? Yeah. Yeah, she has. Oh well. So folks, we've reached 2 hours now. And by the way, on every single design of Rappy, there is Red Hood sign on them. Really? I would have to look into that. Seriously, like, I would have to like try to compare. I've never really connected that. I've never had Red Hood actually. So that's that. I haven't had Red Hood. It comes out in the story ACC, so it has a connection. That's cool. I really like that. I really like the idea that they are like making a character have like double life. That's so cute of them. Oh yeah, it's quite interesting idea actually. I think I would do something similar at certain point if I would make gacha game. I want to though. I want to make gacha game. We'll see. I really want to make a gacha game that like generally is going to be most like 100% free to play. Like just buy it and play it kind of thing. And for example, like new banners would be like new DLCs, so like there would be like 3 like free to play banners which would be just updates, and there would be like DLC banners generally, so like gacha that is not connected to the internet. More or less, like I really want a gacha game like this. I believe there are a couple of them, but it's weird. I think the entire gacha industry gonna change since the new Chinese law. I have no idea about it, I haven't really read it. But it might be. No, it's not. It's the dynamicness of the pose, actually, so that's the general idea. It's called foreshortening, so like, it's going to appear like weird. So gacha system and any predatory marketing gonna ban. Okay, but then, for example, they're just going to have like international games with gacha systems. Or they're going to come up with different ideas to get the characters. To obtain the characters. Because like generally gacha system is not, or predatory marketing is not like generally to be banned. So basically they might say that it's not like typical gacha system, because the thing is that you receive free to the currency for free too, so it's not like a hazard or anything like that. You're not gambling. So like they would have to literally just ban those specific games generally to make it work. They did say no loopholes around their law that involves gambling. Yeah, so it's not but it's not gambling. You are not gambling. You are not using real currency, and you have percentile for the characters, so you know. It's not a game of random chance. You know what the chance is to receive certain character. You receive that character 100% after certain amount of pulls, you receive the summoning currency for free. So those games are already loopholing this law. Worst case scenario, they're gonna turn it into direct pay by cash. Then it will be 100% gambling RKRB. It would be 100% gambling then. Because you would use the real currency. Which makes no sense. You see now what's the issue. So by changing it into direct pay by cash would actually affect everything. In casinos you don't use real currency either. You use chips, yes, but you're playing with but you're playing games of random chance. Like Lotto, for example, that we have in Europe. So like lotteries and stuff. You don't know what are the chances that you're going to win. In those games you actually have like given percentile what's the chance, so it's not random chance game. At least it's a guaranteed gambling with money. Yeah, kinda. I mean, to be fair, if it would be 100 straight up money, then the currency exchange wouldn't be a thing, right? And also it prevents children from accessing into these games, yeah, kinda. I mean, they would still access it. It's like either they would have to make those games like more accessible for children, so for example, like it would be way easier to obtain, to have possibility for multi-summons, for example, let's say, or summons generally. You can make loot boxes non-purchasable, only attainable in-game. Then make exact characters directly purchasable, it won't be gambling. What? So generally, like, you can try to summon for the character, which would have like, but you can make that you need to get those characters in order to be able to get the loot boxes. Yeah, that would work to make it more difficult, and it's still not gambling, yeah. It doesn't make sense though. And you still milk the whales, yeah, that's true. You still milk the whales. To be fair, I feel like they would, for example, make like very shitty chance to get anything from the loot boxes, which would be attainable in the game. Like very, very little one. Just so you would never really obtain the character, almost. and just make the characters purchasable, as you said, like straight up. But then again, like, you have to account that there would be currency exchange, right? Either they would have to make it like just the price that would fit all the regions, or make like regional price generally. So like, pay for better characters, increase the chance you get something good for the in-game attainable loot box. I'm not sure. That would like straight up obliterate their market. People wouldn't do that. Like, they are doing the, you know, they are making those pulls just because they want the, you know, gambler high, you know? Without that, it's not going to be possible. But for example, imagine you get attainable like certain amount of loot boxes or limited free pulls, and you can, for example, just buy the character straight up. If the math is correct, it's not that hard. What you mean, if the math is correct? But there is the catch, you can't buy all the characters. You've lost me. Like, for me, for example, but you need to buy characters to get loot boxes for characters you can't buy. What? So, like, generally, I would think that then you could have, like, let's say you have 2 sets of characters, yeah? Like, for me, it would work if you would have like loot boxes that would just throw in everything and make like really shitty chances on anything. And generally you can like buy just like specific loot box that has like a higher chance for that, with like guarantee that you're going to get one character. So like, let's say you buy a chance like set of 5 boxes for that specific character, and after like unlocking, like opening 5 of those loot boxes, you receive that character. So generally you are still buying the character from first set to obtain loot boxes in the game to get the second set. That's really bizarre system, actually, a really bizarre one. I'm not sure if anyone would play it. Because here's the thing, like, a lot of people are like potential clients. So imagine someone walks in and can't really even play like free to play, because the game then becomes just straight up a pay to win because you don't have anything. There can be intersection between the sets, yeah, might be, but like it would literally destroy the entire game, I think. At this state of the idea as it is, I think it would make sense to make like purchasable characters. Why? Because like all of those games are still like just potential clients. Like, you are coming in, you want to make free summons, you get the person hooked up because they've got free summons, because usually when they are coming in they are capable to get enough currency for a PT summon, so they still get the banner character, so they get the gambler's high. That's free summons, but that's not that's not what it goes for. People are coming in and they want banners, they want banner character. So generally you are coming in and you can just receive shittiest characters that the developers are going to pick. So it's not going to be good for the person that's going to come in, because they are going to sit down and like, yeah, nah, I don't play this shit, it's pay to win. And the game starts to die because no one wants to play it, because everyone thinks it's pay to win only. They just have to buy characters to get more chance to get banner from the free summons or get more summons. So it's literally what I'm talking about. Like you just buy the, for example, you buy like a, you have a loot box that just has shitty summon, like shitty percentile for everything, and just it's getting worse and worse, let's say, or it's like rotation and it's still like very bad chance, and you can buy, let's say, a character which is like set of 5 loot boxes which have like higher chance to get that character and guaranteed character, right? So like you have a chance to, let's say, get a dupe too, and after 5 opened boxes you get the PD, right? So like, let's say out of those 5 boxes you can get like at least 1 character, so you are still buying the character like this. Let's take Nike for example. Like Nike has really fair system for summons, I have to admit. Like out of the gachas I've played, it has really fair one. I got Red Hood from my second free summon. Yeah, that was it. I got like crap ton of other characters too, but like they were not really as good. I think I was just unlucky with it. Why people spend thousands of dollars on summons to get her? Yeah, like it's still, you know, I'm not saying that it's still like that. I'm saying that you could, like, it's just looked like you want to lock the entire like summoning to the way where you get like shitty free-to-play loot boxes that you can obtain, and they don't give you shit but the worst characters ever. For example, like the free-to-play characters, without possibility to receive any banner characters, etc. But actually this summoning for banner characters is what brings people to the Gambler's High and make them pay for, you know, for more, right? So this is the thing. So like, for example, you could then, let's say, buy more boxes, right? Because, for example, you don't have energy and you want to still summon. It's giving you the worst characters 96% of the time, yeah. It is. And like Genshin Impact, ZZZ, Hoyoverse, etc. They are giving you items, for example, and 1 character. And all the characters are like balanced and stuff. So like, there's not really... It doesn't really matter what you are playing. Who you are playing, for example, because like you just have to make like good like synergy between your characters, etc. Like good builds, yada yada yada, get the items, upgrade the items, W engines, etc. and like also upgrade the weapons in Genshin Impact, yada yada yada. So it's like Nike is just giving you the shittiest characters that you are not going to use, like those rares and stuff, right? And in those games you're receiving just items that most likely you are still not going to use, because quite often people are not even using those until like the very end game. So that's the thing. But like, yeah, like as you said, as I said, like the first explanation, I've got the like feeling that the idea was to like limit everything, just so people wouldn't even get the banner characters, so you would have to buy those characters to unlock them to get them in the banner. So it's like, it would suck really. But like the general idea to give like free summons, and you would have some, and there would be limitation. Gacha is pay to win anyways. Yeah, but like, not really. It depends. You can still do free to play on gachas. I've never spent a single penny on gacha games, and I was still like capable to go really far in them. I was even capable to get really strong characters. Me neither, yeah. Exactly. So like the thing is that like whales are paying for it, but it's still capable to play them free to play. It's not like they are straight up pay to win, because you can win without paying. It's just extended in time, but people in PvP will beat you anyways and get really good stuff as reward. in ZZZ or Genshin Impact you don't have PvP. If I recall correctly, at least ZZZ don't have PvP. There's no such thing as PvP. You can just beat certain stages and you can still beat them being free to play. So that's that. How do whales show off if you didn't have PvP? They don't. They are just making... They just get their characters and play the game. That's that. Why would you want to show off? You can just post images on the internet, get likes, talk about characters and stuff. You know, you're still gambling, you're still summoning for the character. The whole point of whaling is to spend money and be superior. You can be superior, you can, like, you know, show to people that you've got the banner character in the first day, for example. Right after it being released, and like start making tactics, start like being, you know, saying that you are better because you already understand the character, yada 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 yada. So you can still show that you're superior than them. It's just, you know, it's more direct way, yeah, but like, you know, it's not necessary. Some people don't really like PvP anyway. Like I don't really like PvP myself. I just don't like it. For me, PvP in games sucks. Always. Because, like, I've even seen people... For example, in Blade and Soul, I've stood up against people that were way beyond pay to win as you can get. Because it had problem with pay to win right from the bat. But it still didn't do shit. I was still destroying them in PvP. I just don't have fun from this. What is the fun? You are like going on PvP, either you lose, either you win, it doesn't matter, it's still a game, it's still like way of playing. There are just some people that are going to start like swearing at you, throw names and etc. because they can't stand, like, they can't understand that, for example, someone is just playing, having fun, etc. They don't have fun from PvP, the only fun they have is winning. It's not about that, it's just playing. That's why I like ZZZ, because you don't really have to like worry about those things. Of course, I can sometimes get angry because, for example, I'm making the same stage like 12 times and I can't really push through. Because, for example, the stage is like literally like two levels under my current level, for example. Other people have other fun factors. Look into whale psychology. I know, but like, again, it also depends on the niche. Like, niche for gachas can also be for nicely looking characters. That's that, straight up. That's literally this. ZZZ has also very compelling storyline. I have to say, like, this is a really compelling storyline that ZZZ has. Like, really. Like, interactions with the characters, etc. Like, one of the psychology is that, for example, you have a character and you can, let's say, have interactions with this character. Like, you can walk up to the character, you can talk with them, you can get, like, even invite them to like, I don't know, watch a movie with them in the game. And you have this, and people have this, like, endorphin spike because they have their waifu in game, right? They have their character that they pursue, so they see a nicely looking character they really like, right? The typical waifu material, and for them, and straight up they are just going in and summoning for it, and they are willing to spend money just to get the character. Same for other games, Blue Archive and others. Like, Blue Archive, I think, still has PvP, but it's like PvP that still doesn't really matter, because it doesn't really give you anything, really. I guess, like, summoning currency, for example, but like, you're still getting really, like, shitty amount of that currency even if you are top 1. From what last time I've checked. I don't know, maybe they've updated this to not really make it look sus, but whatever. It was already done. But yeah, like there's like a lot of things into it, so we can't really say that there's like, you know, very specific thing going on for that, etc. It's like it's really like very dependent on many different things on many different levels, like what people are into even. So even that's that, literally. That's why, for example, making a offline gacha still makes sense. When I optimized my PvP team, got 3k gens weekly from Arena. But it's Nike. Blue Archive had things differently last time I checked. So that's that. Literally that. Like, of course, you could optimize your PvP team, get good at PvP, and in Nike, for example, they were giving you a whole multi-summon for it, right? Because it was, if I remember correctly, 3k. But like, it's, you know, it is difficult to really portray exactly what's up with the gachas, if I would have to say. Like, okay, there are certain points you can hook on, like nicely looking characters, waifu materials, focusing on like very specific things, like, you know, like making character with like huge jugs or like plump ass or whatever, even like slightly chubby character, because sometimes that's also something that people get turned on. So like there are still so many different things you can do, and people are still going to go in, play the gacha, pay for it. Like, again, if you would go for like offline, you can make the game just so you would have to buy it. You could make free updates with banners, and you could also make DLCs. So for example, you could release 2 banners at the same time. One is free, one is paid, because paid one has to be bought as DLC, for example. It's still a thing, you can still do that. It's still going to operate well. Spending money on virtual wives is the point there. Yeah, exactly. That's the point there. That's literally the point of gachas. You are just spending money on virtual wives. So now imagine you're even making like free to play game, for example, let's say, quote unquote, because you have to buy to play, right? But it's not pay to win, because you can summon anything. You can have 100% of the roster maxed out, and there are like constantly being new banners being released, and there are DLC banners. And now imagine like, oh, this character from the DLC looks really nicely, I'm going to buy it. People are going to buy this banner. You can skip the banner, you don't have to buy it, for example, but you can make like, let's say, a couple characters that might, let's say, hook someone's attention, right? And just generally, you know, work things through. But just remember about making things like appealing, really. I do understand that it's like, you know, and for example, you can even make like interactions with the characters. So generally you can even make like, I don't know, texting, making it capable that you can, I don't know, even have like quote-unquote relationship kind of with it. So like you can take the character quote-unquote on a date. You can text with them generally to have like, you know, healthy relations with that character, yada 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 yada. So it's still like a lot of various things possible. Even get like certain certain scenes, I'm like photos, like models are live 2D, wondering how much they cost to make. 300 USD for a live 2D full body, for example. Some can go even like up to 1200, so like 1200. It depends on the model. And you have to wait a lot for it. Like, for example, still a good investment, kinda. Like Live 2D itself, it's like software you have to subscribe to. It's like subscription based. You don't have the buy to use. too bad though, because I would buy Live 2D as a software. I don't want subscriptions on my account at all. I don't want subscriptions. The only subscription I have is for PS, for the, you know, PS5 premium thingy. For a year. So that's that. And it's also not really like taking anything. And like, imagine, for example, you are making commission for Live 2D and it ends up being like, you know, it ends up like you don't have cash on your account to actually extend the thing, and it's literally just closing in and you don't have access to finish the Live 2D, for example. And it's like 300 USD for one model. So imagine that, let's say you want to make, it would be so easy to just slap a Live 2D model in a game engine and connect a local AI to it, and speech synthesis and recognition with prompts to be flirty waifu material. Yeah. Like, someone already done this, didn't it? Seen something similar, but not quite this. Gotcha. I remember there was a guy who made like an AI girlfriend, and he broke up with his actual girlfriend for that AI. And by the end of the day, like by the end of the story, the AI actually also broke up with him. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, like AI broke with him and didn't want to talk with him and stuff. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, there was a guy who did that. Wait, folks, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm going to wrap up the stream, actually. I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to chill out a little and most likely work further. Oh, the other guy who bought the AI waifu machine and then married? Yeah. And after like 2 years they turned off the online service and the AI waifu broke. Oh no. Imagine the pain. There is a YouTube documentary about it. Yeah, there is. I've seen it. Anyway, folks. Thanks Zega, thanks RKRB, thanks Expect for being active in the chat on Twitch. Thanks Tata, Skylar, Augustine, Jayon, and Michiro for being active in the chat on YouTube. And as always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Take care.